Okay, tonight I have a request to talk about how to fail a package on purpose, and specifically how to fail a package when two values don't match up. So what we want to do is we want to compare two values and then fail the package based off of the result. Say that they don't match, right? And this is a specific instance that was given by the user, but it's the concept holds true with any time you want to hold a package or anytime you want to compare anything, right? So it's it's a good measuring stick, okay? So the first thing we're going to do here is we're gonna count two SQL tables. So I'm going to drag a couple of these guys on here. I got one execute task. My box has been running so slow lately, so it takes it forever to do the simplest things. I need to fix it. Here's another one. Okay, good. I don't really want to chain them. Okay, actually, I can kind of position these guys down here a little bit. Fine. Come on, just do it. I don't remember asking anybody to open up. There. I'm going to bring this guy beside, and then I'm going to take a script task. I'm going to go ahead and drag these guys down here, I think. There we go. Now I'll open you up. Connect to this database. Give me a SQL statement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the rows in both of these tables. Select count from always use no lock when you can. Now, I'm going to have to pipe this to a variable, right? Oops, hold on. So I'm going to come here and say result set is a single row. And from the result set, here I'm going to create a new variable. I sincerely hope. And let's call it count1. We certainly don't want it to be a string. Let's go with int32. It's going to force you to give it a value. I give it a value of 0. You want it to have package level scope. Good for that. And the result name that you want to map to it, hello, is CT. Because remember, here I called it CT. You have to give it a name. And I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. So I'm going to take my connection, and give it the same connection here. I want to give it a result set of a single row, because all I'm doing is pulling back a count, right? Come here, count. And I know both of these have different counts. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to come here to my result set. I'm going to add one. I need another variable now, right? Let's call this count2, just to kind of stick with our theme here. Give it a 0, count2, and again, CT. Let me see, I forgot to add that here. There we go. Let me make sure I don't remember if I... okay, good. Okay, so this one's going to run a count on the address table. Stop that. And pass it to the CT1 variable. This one's going to count the address final table and pass it to count2 variable. And now inside my script task, I need to pull in both of my variables first, right? There they are, count 1 and 2. Now I could put them up here in read only, but I still prefer read and write. way I don't have to, if I change the package in such a way that later on I need to write to them, I don't have to come over here and change it, right? And it's pretty easy to not write to the variables. Just don't write any code that changes the variables. So I don't feel that I really need that kind of protection. And you can see it takes forever for my script editor to come up, but okay, it finally opened. So let's see if I can get my script open in under a day. Okay, here we are. So now inside here, the code is actually relatively simple. Call your variables. ts dot nope variables ct1 dot value does not equal variables value. What I'm trying to say is if then, there we go. So the way this is going to work is I'll copy this guy right here. So I'm saying if this doesn't equal that, so if the two table counts don't match, then fail this script, right? I'm going to script results dot failure, right? Else, so if they do match, then report success. So that's actually pretty simple, right? So I'm just saying if the value of the first table's variable, the result set, does not equal the value of the second table's variable, then fail the script. Otherwise, pass the script, and that means that they both equal, right? And you know what this spawns from is this spawns from, you know, copying a table from one server to another and wanting to make sure that all the rows got there. So you know you're doing a compare of both the table counts. That's where that comes from. So you come here, you tell that okay. We go ahead and save the package. And then we run it. We should be okay here. Obviously, I can't think of anything I left out, otherwise I wouldn't have done it, right? And again, it won't run this slow on your box. My box is just really, really having problems right now. But the first table has almost 25 million rows and no indexes, and the other one has, I'm not sure how many it has, and no indexes. So we'll see. Okay, our package is running. Finally. Both of these guys just completed. Now, ordinarily this script would run like lightning fast, right? But then again, we are talking about my box. And there we go. There's the failure. Now, we failed this step when both of those counts didn't match. So how do we fail the package? That's actually pretty easy. If I come up here to properties, and I tell this script right here, if I highlight the script and come over here into properties, it says fail parent on failure and fail package on failure. So, you know, clearly I think the package is going to be his parent, so either one of these would work. But just to be safe, in case you end up moving this guy, say fail package on failure equals true. There we go. So, oops. There we go. Fail package on failure equals true. So now, whenever we force this guy to fail, it's going to actually fail the package. And we won't be able to see that here. We'll just be able to see that failed. But let's go ahead and test this to make sure that we got this right. Okay. Got my script window open here. Okay. Now, just to prove what we were doing a second ago, let's just switch these two. Let's call this one .success, if it'll ever do it. There we go. Let's call this one .failure. And so now this should pass. Okay, now let's save our package. And let's play it again and see what happens. And it should pass this time. There they go. There we go, and you see it succeeded. I'll stop here. Now, one final note on this. This could have been done with a sequence container, right? So you could have gotten rid of these guys here. And you could have brought in a sequence container. Eventually. There we go. Drag this guy in there. Oops, that's not what I wanted anyway. Come here. Get him off there. There we go. Drag both of these guys in there. And then do this guy like that, right? Stop that. So, you could have done that like that instead, and it would have worked just as fine. So anyway, that's how to force a package to fail by forcing a step to fail, and I hope this helps.